Furthermore, the term Allah in Arabic is a unique term in and of itself, unlike the term God in English. In English, when you want to differentiate between the God and a God, you have to either write a capital letter or a lowercase small letter. So when you see capital G, that's like the God, and when you see a small g, it could be referring to Satan, it could be referring to an angel, as per the Bible. There's a feminine form of the word goddess. God, goddess. And there's a plural form, gods. The term Allah does not have a plural, does not have a feminine or a masculine kind of gender, and it cannot be pluralized, and it cannot be changed. So it becomes the most befitting name for the Creator in regards to calling on Him. But as for the essence, we're speaking about the Creator. In Christian context, the Father. The Father. That's what they call Him. In Islam, my Father is my Father. That's it. And Allah is my Creator, who created me and my Father. Because the term Father could be a biological father, it could be a figure of speech. However, because of the usage of the term, it did lead people to believe in that Allah begotten a son. The begotten Son of God. So the whole figurative language was also lost somewhere in between until it is claimed that Jesus is actually the begotten Son of God. So what does begotten mean? Go look it up in the dictionary. To know exactly what begotten means. It has to do with the whole sexual relation, producing a child thereof. So Allah Azza wa Jal, when we say Allah, we're speaking about the Creator. You know what? Let's skip that. We don't want to differ on the name. You want to call Him God, no problem. You want to give Him another name to refer to the Creator. What we are most interested in is that we agree about who He is. And what is He not? It's very important. Affirming certain qualities and negating others. So when we come to affirm, we affirm the fact that Allah, the Creator, is all-knowing, is all-capable, is all-seeing, is all-hearing. Neither slumberness nor sleep overtakes Him. He does not get tired. He does not get tired. Because you will find references, biblical references, that God in Genesis, I believe chapter 3 verse 3, that God created the heavens and the earth in 6 days, and then He rested on the 7th and was refreshed. And Allah, in answer to that in the Quran, says, وَلَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضَ وَمَا بَيْنَهُمَا فِي سِتَّةِ أَيَّامٍ وَمَا مَسَّنَا مِن لُغُوبٍ. And verily we have created the heavens and the earth and whatever is in between them in 6 days, and no fatigue touched us. God doesn't get tired. God doesn't get refreshed. God is not unaware to be told about things. God sees us, hears us, knows about the very deep thoughts that no human being can see. No one knows what you're thinking right now. The closest person next to you, whose arm may be stuck to yours, does not know what you're thinking. I don't know what you're thinking. The only one who knows what you're thinking at this very moment, all of you, in fact all of mankind on earth simultaneously, without all this information congesting creating any conflict or confusion, is Allah. He knows all of that. And He is self-sufficient. And self-sufficiency requires that He does not need to go out of His way to do anything. He simply says to the thing, be, and it is. This is being said because we are being told sometimes that when Adam and Eve sinned and disobeyed God, there was no forgiveness granted to them. And then that sin continued to multiply and multiply and multiply until it became so humongous without any forgiveness being provided. Until it was required that a divine sacrifice is made. Therefore it is claimed that God became a man or gave birth to a son or begot a son without giving birth. All kinds of options are available. And then that son had to be crucified, buried, and resurrected in order for the human beings to be saved. So God had to choose the most beloved to himself, his own son, and have people humiliate him, spit on him, and torture him in order for you and I to have a good time. And when asked if this is really the case, how many years ago was Jesus walking the face of this planet? Who will give me an answer now without thinking too long? This is one of the easiest answers and almost no one ever gets it. 2013. Durr. Why do you think we're in 2013? So, were there human beings before Jesus? Yes or no? How many? Countless. How many years? Countless. What did they have to do? What was their source of salvation if they did not get the chance to meet Jesus because he simply wasn't there around at that time? Either you say they're included in salvation, we say that's not fair because we know some of them would have rejected him, like the Jews rejected him, like people reject him today. The only religion besides Christianity which acknowledges Jesus is Islam. The rest of the religions reject him until the moment. So to say all of these people wholesale are going to paradise is unfair. Because some would have rejected him. And to say that, no, none of them will go to paradise because they didn't get the salvation of Jesus, we say that's also not fair. Because some would have accepted him. So we have a serious dilemma. A serious dilemma. So Allah does not do this to His creation. He does not go out of His way in order to get things done. When Adam and Eve disobeyed God, they felt sorrow, they felt remorseful, they felt guilty, they turned in repentance to Allah as clearly mentioned in the Quran, and Allah accepted their repentance. However, when you commit a crime, there's a consequence. Even though you may go to prison for 5 years and then be released, it will be on your record. When you go apply for a job and they do a background check, they will know you cannot, even if you've gone over that crime, you cannot erase it from your past, from your history. Therefore, even though Adam and Eve were forgiven, they were sent down to earth as a consequence of that sin. But they were forgiven. And therefore, we were all given a chance now to reclaim our location in paradise. With everyone being given a fair shot. Everyone being given a fair shot. Even those who never received the message, they're being given a fair shot because Allah knows about them. And on the Day of Judgment, a special examination or test will be made for them because in this worldly life, they never received the message of Islam. It could have been a deaf person, a blind person, someone who was living out in some area that no messenger came to them and so on and so forth. Even those are not excluded from being given a fair shot in this life and in the life to come. So that's what Allah is. So I urge you to understand that when Muslims say Allah, we're not speaking about a personal God. We're speaking about our God. Everyone here and everyone outside. Whether you believe in Him or you don't, you acknowledge Him or you don't, you accept Him or you reject Him, that's none of my business. But if you believe in a Creator, then that is Allah. And the term Allah is the most befitting.